Now, Anna, now just tell us a little bit about so your firm and what kind of law do you specialise in?
What we work mostly with international clients, English-speaking and Russian-speaking in particular.
Now, I know that you are doing a lot of corporate law, aren't you?
Yes. What we do is that we organize our firm in different departments according to the areas. And I personally lead corporate and business and investment and immigration area. And then the other managing partner, KLEV&VERA, she leads litigation and family law.
Aha, so you've got all these bases covered. You're busy people.
Yes, we also have real estate and tax people.
Right, wow. So it's quite an interesting team. And your office is somewhere in the centre of town, I guess?
Yes, we are located very close. We are very close to the Bar Association and also to the metro stop Passage de Gracia.
Wow, very central, in fact.
Yes.
Good location.
I think it's quite easy for international clients to find it.
Fantastic. Now, what about if I'm coming to Barcelona and I'm thinking about opening up a company, for example, what sort of things should I be thinking about?
Okay. First of all, if you live outside of Spain and want to set up your Spanish company, the first thing that you need to get is your NIE number. That is a registration number, like a foreigner's identification number, that it will be the same for all your life in Spain. And then once you have that, the next steps are the same whether you live in Spain or outside of Spain. And what you would need to start with is to register, to choose your company name and to register it. It is done in the central registry, company's house, which is located in Madrid. But all that can be done online, and it is a rather fast procedure. Then you'll need to open the company bank account and to deposit your company capital. The minimum amount is 3,000, but you can choose the one you want, and you need to deposit it in the bank account before you go to further steps. I forgot to mention that this NIE number needs to be obtained for all the shareholders and directors of the company. So if you are several people in the company, each of you will have to get that number.
And as we sort of talked a little bit before, getting a NIE nowadays is not so easy, is it?
Well, no. It is something that it is really just an administrative formality that is needed to formalize this investment. But unfortunately, it became a big problem in the recent months. And it was due especially to the lack of appointments that let's say, again, as we talked, there are different procedures for the European residents and for the outside of for the residents outside of countries. And in Barcelona, there are two different offices that deal with that. And if you are from the European country, you would need to go, just to give an example, in Barcelona, you would need to go to the office, which is located in Rambla Guipúzcoa. And to go there, you will need to get an appointment. But to get an appointment, it may take you a few weeks, if not months, that we've seen such cases. In
a few months to get an appointment for a NIE? How is this country even surviving? Come on, that should be an easy process, shouldn't it?
It is, yes, and it is one of the things that the administration is working on improving. And in that was a big of a problem, and many Spanish institutions were working on it. There was a complaint from the Spanish ombudsman, from different bar association, from the lawyers who works with that, myself included. And I think that after all those complaints, what we could see in the recent weeks, that there were some improvements already.
Oh, well, that's good news.
And usually now you can take it much faster than before.
People have criticised the autonomo system because, this social security payment that people have to make, whether you're really active or not, isn't that a bit of a trap?
It is. I think it is one of the major defects in the Spanish current system, and I think the government was working on it. And recently there was introduced that system of the lower quotes for the initial months. So it's right now there is a flat rate if you register as autonomo for the first time. Then you have a possibility to pay only €50 for the first 6 months, and then it will increase slowly until you reached the limit, the standard limit.
Now, you mentioned a very interesting point about if it was a British guy, but I guess things must be a little bit more complicated if someone is coming from outside the European Union and they're having to struggle with residency as well.
Certainly, that it is absolutely true. And there are different procedures for those from the European countries, and by European countries, I mean European Union and European Economic Area, which includes, for now, UK, Switzerland.
Just about,
and
yeah.
And for all those who are outside of that area, it just becomes times more complicated.
So this is for our American friends and our Russian friends?
That would be for our American friends, Australian friends, Canadian friends, and basically from everyone who comes from the other countries.
Sure.
And in that case, it is not only they need to deal with their business setup, but they also need to go through all the red tape of their residency applications. And, well, we can talk about it later.
Sure. I mean, I imagine that process must be hugely bureaucratic from what I know about Spanish bureaucracy. It
is, yes. And the feedback we always have from our clients that it is very difficult for them to understand the Spanish bureaucracy. And it is difficult even for lawyers, and we know how it works. Mm. So, yes, I would strongly recommend anyone who wants to come not from the European Union, but the other countries, to talk to a lawyer or to immigration advisor to explore their options as well. There are certainly many options, but it may not be so easy to deal with them on your own.